we're gonna be talking about how to increase your shooting range without having to add any strength, adding real strength, and without heaving the ball, which makes the shot much more inaccurate. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is William Lowe. I am the founder and managing director of Strive Basketball and Performance in Hong Kong. And I also run a nonprofit program called the Strive Goal Team. The Strive Goal Team is where we help talented, many times underprivileged girls utilize basketball as a vehicle to further their education and better their lives for free, okay? So the reason I tell you that is because we work with girls on a daily basis, but we also work with boys as well as men from various levels, all the way from grassroots, all the way up to professional on a daily basis. And the tips that I'm about to show you on increasing your range is just amazing. It's remarkable. It's nothing short of remarkable. And so I'm going to be starting with the girls part first. So if you are a coach working with girls, you're a parent, this is going to be just save you so much time of trial and error that I had to go through. So we're going to get started. So when increasing the range of any player, effective strength and conditioning program is one of the best ways to do so because it just gets them stronger as a whole. But what kind of tools and techniques can we work on to increase their range without having them heave the ball and where the heaving the ball makes it a very inaccurate shot? So I'm going to go through this. When I was working with my girls, we were trying to increase the range and it was going well, and we used heavy balls and all that kind of stuff. So the kind of 3-pound heavy ball that you use, and you know, the normal basketball was feeling a lot lighter, and they may have increased their range for about 20 minutes, but it really wasn't transferring into the game. And the technique that they would use to shoot the heavy ball really was not anything like the way that they would shoot a basketball. And so by accident, I stumbled upon this little trick where all the girls' basketballs happened to be, they happened to be deflated, and we didn't have any girls' basketball that day. So we had to resort to using boys' balls, size 7 balls, to kind of shoot. And what I looked at was, for the first hour, I was looking at our girls just struggling, shooting a bigger and slightly heavier ball. And that's when the light bulb kind of went off, and I was like, oh my God, this is the best tool to help the girls shoot better, because they're still able to maintain that good shooting mechanics, but at the same time, they're kind of struggling shooting this ball from 3-point range or anything like that. So let me just do a quick disclaimer on this, saying that any girl who has hit puberty, which is usually, say, 15, 16, like well into puberty, 15, 16, 17, can use these techniques. If you are working with a 10, 11-year-old girl, do not use this. Just have them work on learning how to shoot for the most part. So what I do is, I always do this, I overshot, and I had them just shoot with size 7 balls week in, week out. And then when it came to game time, they were just missing everything long. Everything was long because they were using now a girl's ball. And so that forced me to kind of reflect on how I can make these techniques better. And now I've dialed it down to a science. Okay, remember, these are only for girls who they're well into puberty, or they're women. Okay, they're well into puberty or they're women. If I have an hour workout, guys, for the first 20 minutes, we'll use size 7 balls. For the next 20 minutes, so at the 20-minute mark, an alarm will go off, and then I will switch to a FIBA 3-on-3 ball. What does that mean? The FIBA 3-on-3 ball is a size 7 weight, but a size 6 ball. This was the best training tool. If I had to pick one ball to work with, it would be this one, because it is a size 7 weight with a size 6 ball. So in a sense, it is a very light medicine ball for girls. And this has been just transformational, okay? And so the first 20 minutes, size 7 ball. For the next 20 minutes, 3-on-3 ball. And for the last 20 minutes, I will then go into a size 6 ball to have them just get acclimated to the ball that they're going to be using. That ratio, feel free to tweak it and see what you find. Let me know. I'm very interested to see what you guys have found. So that's for the girls. How simple is that, right? And if you do it on a daily basis, within weeks, they will be shooting NBA threes. I mean, remember, I'm talking about 16, 17, 18 women. They will be shooting NBA threes, just the most ridiculous thing. So that's the easiest way without any tools, just to get a couple more balls and use that. With the boys, what I found is, yeah, you can use the size 8, the super big ball, kind of the oversized ball. That works. But what I've really found, and we're lucky in this case, is to be able to adjust the height of the rim. So to have the rim slightly above 10 feet, right? And that has really done great things for us. The next drill that we use with boys is to have them shoot slightly past where they are comfortable shooting. And you're gonna have to get used to developing a relationship with the boy or the man and really, really see, okay, he's used to shooting, his range is maybe 23 feet. Let's back it up to 23 and a half. But I want him to find a way to shoot without heaving the ball, without throwing the ball. So they're just shoot, shoot, shoot. And slowly but surely, with your coaching feedback, they will get used to it. And it's amazing what maybe 10, 15 minutes of this after a workout can do. And they can, their range will just very, very quickly expand within the game. Again, find that range that they're comfortable shooting at, back it up maybe half a foot, and then have them shooting that. The main thing is that they're able to keep that good form, okay? And all of these things, we can go into weight vest, we can go into Lila, but I just want to come out with a video to give you guys value on what I've seen, simple tips on what they can do for free to enhance their shooting range. Another video I'm going to be talking about is mechanics of how to increase your range, okay? So you look at guys like Steph Curry, Trae Young. By the way, those guys have very similar shooting forms, and they can launch it from the logo without very much effort. How? It's because they practice and they tweak their shooting mechanics depending on who's in front of them, how far they're shooting, all that kind of stuff. So one thing that I'll have you guys think about is when shooting from distance, is tweaking where your arm is in terms of the release. Okay, so if my arm is all the way up here, I'm not gonna be able to shoot very far. It'll go very high, but it's not gonna be shooting very far. If I shoot like this, it's gonna go very far, but there's gonna be no arc to it at all. So here's the two extremes. You have to find where your release, I want to call it release point, your release angle is, okay? We usually have our players shooting from, say this is 9 o'clock, this is 12 o'clock, 12:30. But exploration is extremely important in the Strive methodology. Exploration and differential learning. Go look that up. Go look at Rob Gray's research on differential learning, and you'll learn about what that means. We can make another video about that sometime. But varying where the angle of their release is very important. So we're gonna hopefully have these videos, in these videos within the video, so you can get visual descriptions of what I'm talking about. But for the girls, it's that simple. Size 7, 3-on-3 ball, and size 6 ball. Boys, size 8 ball is good, but varying the distance to where they're slightly uncomfortable, but they can use the same range, and then playing with the height of the rim. We've seen amazing stuff. I'm not saying that the heavy ball, the typical heavy ball, 3-pound heavy ball is not good, but it's just too far out of reach. I use it sometimes, but it may be for a minute or two, and then we're on to the next thing. Okay, and so hopefully this video brings you value. This is a question that I'm asked all the time. Leave a comment below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If there's anything I can do for you, you can find me. You can hit me up with a DM, and I might not reply immediately, but I usually am pretty good at replying. Guys, have a great week. Let me know what you think about this. And most importantly, I want to learn from you just like you want to learn from me. Leave a comment and we can start a discussion. Thanks so much.